Welcome back to episode 2 of The Sin Bin with Bill and Mill.
I'm Bill.
And I'm Mill.
Well, folks, I think it's hard not to start off with a bit of a rugby review from this week's action because there was a lot of ups and downs and high and low moments, and it was a very exciting Six Nations. Especially as an Irish person, I was a bit gutted. Yeah, the English just could have just done us a favour.
You knew it wasn't. You knew they weren't gonna.
Crazy.
It was always written like that.
I honestly thought they would just do us a favour, but more out of themselves, out of self-pride as well, to want to beat the French.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I've never seen Bill's emotions go on such a roller coaster as Saturday. We went out and watched the Ireland game and then came home and he was happiest man alive, and then watched that England-France game and he went downhill really quickly. Really quickly, which is fair enough, Bill. I'm really sorry that happened, but
honestly, I think, especially when you're abroad, man, like when you move away from Ireland, like you're not proud. You're so proud to be Irish, but when you're way more.
Yeah, 100%.
Way more. I'm so more proud to be away from Ireland. Like I won't let anyone slag the Emerald Isles or nothing, man.
Yeah.
Like Hayden winding me up constantly on the weekend. Like
yeah.
But yeah, it was such an intense weekend. It was probably one of the best Six Nations I've seen in a long time.
Man, unreal. Yeah, it was open the whole time. Like,
you
never knew who was going to take it till literally the very end.
The drama and like just, I think France really like were surprising in it though. Like I couldn't believe it against England. Like England, I thought England deserved it, but in the overall aspects, France really deserved to win the competition because they've been phenomenal in rugby.
What's that young winger's name from France with the red scrum cap?
LLB.
Whatever his name is, man, he's unbelievable.
Or something.
Unbelievable, man. Had a crazy tournament. From that first game we watched, like, how many tries did he score? Like,
it's unfair though, man. Like, there's a turnover and Dupont and Ramos are just like, where's the like, send it down the field. Like, you see a little greyhound running after.
Yeah, I know, it's nuts. And he's only 21 or 22, I think. Yeah, man, which is so awesome. Like,
and he's already catching up with Brian O'Driscoll's like record. Like, that's nuts, man. But that's just the caliber in France. Like, that's why I think France at this moment in the Northern Hemisphere are really like just dominating the rugby side of things, as in they're changing the rugby way. Like, they're not too structured, they're free flowing. They have the French flair back, so it's nice to see. But
and their pack is just tough as nails. Like, that's why I was saying it's kind of risky keeping the ball for the last 2 minutes there. When you're playing against France, like, I rate that they kicked it down.
That's nuts.
All day, Billy's been saying, like, man, it's 2 minutes at the international level. Surely you keep the ball. But man, you're playing against like the biggest, strongest guys in rugby. Like, that's like, tough. 2 minutes to just smash, and not get a turnover. You know, like,
even when they kicked along, they came back and Pollock rips it from Dupont, has the ball, just go down. It's 1 minute left on the clock.
Yeah,
man.
what are you
doing?
Just
1 minute, man. Like 1 minute. Like, what are you doing? That's where you know when, like, we're all at that stage though, when you're so young and you're like, he's such a what's the prospect? Like, he's gonna be world class.
Not even a prospect, he's a superstar.
Yeah,
he's
a superstar, and like, but you can just tell, like, if he just was a little bit older, he'd have that maturity. It's like myself, like, you go like that when you're a kid, but like, come on, man, like, that's a huge moment you could have done.
I'm sure he's heard from it anyway. Like, everything, it kind of seems like with him, since he's became the name he is, everything's kind of gone his way, and every video you see of him is just like, okay, like, that bounce just goes to him. You know what I mean? Which is, like, he's a great rugby player. Don't get me wrong, but.
I'm not slagging you. I wouldn't actually slag you, but the fact that you cost us for Ireland, I am slagging you. Like,
you think he's watching?
Yeah, I hope so, man. You're stupid blonde. Even though I dyed my hair blonde and I look exactly like that.
You actually copied him, didn't you?
I didn't copy him, man.
Bill claims he bleached it first, but I think
he did. Yeah, I did.
Pollock's been bleached for.
But he is world class. I wouldn't be slagging him, only that he cost us the Six Nations.
Yeah. Besides the fact, like, Georgia, Portugal yesterday, nuts
as well. Like, that's another. One close to home because we're here. And, Mikey is on the team as well. So
I think Georgia's won 6 out of the last 8 or something.
Even more, man.
Man, like, crazy to just, like, I played against both teams and it was dramatically different in skill level when we played them, and then all of a sudden Portugal's just got this flair and they're just like unstoppable, man. It's awesome.
I know. I think Portugal just have a great backline though. Like, obviously the forwards are. Put it up to them, they're fantastic, but like, that backline in Portugal is just so dangerous.
Yeah.
And it was nice to see.
I feel like through all those games in the European Championship, it was just such random tries. It was just coming out of nowhere, and somehow they make a break, and it's full field trial. Like, it was.
It's class to see though.
Yeah,
like,
pretty incredible to see. I'm excited for Guy to get back. I'm sure he had a fun night in Madrid anyway.
Yeah, I'm sure he definitely had a good time in Madrid.
You see he busted his nose. You see that in the photo. His nose was fucking massive, man. He's blood all over his jersey.
Yeah, he's a warrior though, man.
Yeah,
he's a little bulldog.
He's the next big thing coming out of Portugal.
Yeah,
I put all my money on it.
Yeah, man.
He's 20 years old and he's unbelievable, man.
And he has that Pollock confidence, man.
Yeah.
Just fully has that point.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was such an intense weekend of rugby, which was brilliant to see. Especially like a tier 2 nations, the two of them going at it, and like there was an upset, and like you just see it blew up online. So it was good to see an underdog, and Simon did a great job and won the Rugby European Championship for them. So there's another title to add to the bag.
Yeah.
Does
good things for this competition as well, man. Puts a good rep on the Portuguese national competition.
I know it is. They're growing it for us as well. They're getting it more popular. Everyone's hearing about Portugal. So cheers, boys. That's a solid one.
I think. Honestly, back to Six Nations, I think it's probably a good thing Ireland didn't win, because leading into St. Paddy's Day week, the country would have burned down. Like, man, people would have gone nuts. Win the Six Nations straight into Paddy's Day on Tuesday would have been mental.
Yeah, would have been class.
You'd be booking a ticket home.
Yeah, would have been straight home. See all my mates in the pub. Like, why not?
But
no,
go ahead.
I was going to say, we have a few announcements with that. Obviously, St. Paddy's Day is coming up, and I'm a proud Irishman. I love it, so I'm a bit excited, especially being abroad.
We're at the end of training today. Bill made a big announcement. Everyone feel free to wear their Irish kit tomorrow. Any green is more than welcome.
Yeah,
everyone's like, shout out, Bill.
Yeah, I'll be the only one turning up with something Irish, like a little cap or whatever.
Yeah.
So,
well, we're on topic anyway, Bill. You got any like fun St. Paddy's Day traditions that you did as a kid, or like growing up in your teenage years that you can really remember?
I remember just like in Ireland, we do a big parade, massive parade, and that was, especially when you're younger, it's like so different. Like you go from like being a kid, you're in the parade, you're running around, you think you're cool with your local like GA club, your hurling club, or like your dance club, like, and it's like each community does one, and we have the Bray parade because I'm from Bray, and it's pretty big and it's exciting, and like all of our, like I have a massive family, so all the kids would be in and we all used to go. And then as I got a little bit older and older, like the tradition came, then a lot of the kids would be in the parade, and then like my aunties and my uncles and myself, we'd all go back to my auntie's house, because she lived in a great spot, like right beside the town hall, like, so it's the main strip.
Yeah, right.
And we'd all go back there for some Irish coffee, like, and it was just
unreal,
unbelievable. Like, felt just nice to have my family and an Irish coffee. Like, I was only a kid. Like, Irish coffees are strong, mate. Like, I didn't know it was a whiskey in it at the time. Honestly, it was just like, it's a bit of cream and a bit of that, like some coffee. But yeah, that would be that. And the parade, going to the Irish coffees and just hanging out with the family. And then obviously as you're a teenager or whatever, like you would go out or you party. Like that's the obvious one.
It's like an all-day thing.
It is an all-day thing, and it's great. I don't know. It's just crazy that like my little country gets a whole day, celebrate them. Like it goes from Chicago to Singapore to everywhere.
Man, one thing I have always wondered is like in Canada, at least, St. Paddy's Day is like celebrated the weekend before, weekend after, like at all the universities. Like, is it just the 1 day thing, or would people do that in Ireland as well? Like,
no, it depends. Like, this is on a Tuesday, so like
do things shut down for St. Paddy's Day in Ireland?
No, it depends how they do it. Like, so I don't think it's shut down now. Like, obviously that it should be a day off or whatever. So I'm not too sure how we do it like the long weekend or whatever. So I'm not too sure how it is now because I haven't been there. But my mom's in work, and like all my family and everyone's is in work today or whatever. So I'm not too sure if they're just going to shut it down. I presume they will give it a holiday or whatever.
Yeah,
they should.
Man, it's nuts because like obviously being from East Coast Canada, a lot of Irish heritage, a lot of like Scottish heritage, and St. Paddy's Day is one of the biggest celebrations there as well.
I know, it's crazy.
It's nuts. Like I went to St. FX, and it's like guaranteed the 2 weekend, either both weekends or whatever the closest weekend is. If it's not right in the middle of the week, is a massive St. Paddy's Day celebration, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then probably on the actual day of St. Paddy's Day as well. Like it's unbelievable because there would be like no Irish people that went to St. FX, but it's just like such a known thing that people just love getting around it. And have you seen it's not a tradition, it's like a trend that they call them Borgs, and they have those big 4-liter bottles of water, and they like write stuff on it. Like
they write
St. Paddy's Day tradition. Yeah. Or like I think it started on St. Paddy's Day. Kids will do it like at any weekend now, but I remember when my last St. Paddy's Day at St. FX, like everyone had them, and I was like, "What the hell are these?" And it was just like you'd have your board and you'd write something funny on it, or like write your name on it, or whatever it was. But it's a
The milkman. Would you
yeah,
write the milkman?
the milkman. I would just drink out of the 4 liter milk jug. Like, you don't need to see what's in my jug. You know?
Classic.
No, man, it's unbelievable. Some of the best parties of my life were St. Paddy's Day, man, back in the day.
I know, it's kind of crazy. It's literally just like, I could get the concept, like everyone always calls us like alcoholics, but then you create St. Paddy's Day, like which it makes sense, you know. We love it, like, and it's I remember watching like a Tommy Tiernan show. It's like no fluke that they put St. Paddy's Day in the middle of Lent. Yeah, there's no way an Irish person's going 20 days, you know, without having a pint, or 40 days without having a pint. Impossible, man. It's a halftime show, you know, like just come on. It's Paddy's Day, you know. I need to have one. And obviously everyone in Ireland, just like even abroad, like Guinness, they're just all gonna go on the Guinness. Like they'll hop on the Guinness, split the G, either crack. If Guinness won it, send us a few cans. It'd be great. 0-0, obviously, because we're athletes and we don't drink.
I don't know what that was. I'm an athlete. I don't drink.
But I'm looking forward to this weekend, and we have an announcement. We're going to bring on a special guest. I'm hoping to get him dressed up in a leprechaun uniform. Well, not looking very well on that one, like, but
should we show him the new segment? Get a little intro into this new segment we're going to try out.
Yeah, we have a 2-piece or 1-piece. On or not on?
On or not on. Yeah, so basically, it's going to be like a quick fire section of each podcast where ideally we're going to ask the guest these questions. Today I'm going to ask Bill because I've came up with them and he doesn't know what they are. So I'm going to ask him. We're going to try it out, see how it goes. And then ideally we'll do the same for every guest that we have on. So we're calling it on or not on. So basically, like, do you do this or do you not do this? Or would you do this or would you not do it? So they're pretty random questions, but we're going to give Bill a crack here and see what he thinks.
Well, a bit nervous now.
Are you ready, Bill? Can we get a drum roll? First segment of on or not on. All right, Billy.
All right, Milk.
We're going to start off strong here. Glass of milk. On or not on?
Straight away, on.
Love a glass of milk.
Love a glass of milk.
Nothing wrong with
a glass of milk, especially when you have it at night time with your dinner, mate.
So many people bash you for it, but man, I get around a glass of milk.
I feel like that's such a rugby thing, though. Like
glass of milk?
Yeah, but honestly, like I don't
know.
My
family's always been big milk drinkers. I think it's kind of just what you're brought up in.
Yeah, I would definitely say like I know some rugby boys, like rugby people. I'm always around. Oh, glass of milk.
Yeah,
love a glass.
Fuck,
of milk,
I can get around it anyway.
Yeah.
All right, next one, Billy. Subtitles on movies or shows.
I would say yes, especially now that I'm living abroad. Like yes, I'm with subtitles.
Subtitles are on.
On.
Okay, just so you know, Billy. Just because you're living abroad, I know you still watch movies in English, so I don't know why that has anything to do with it.
That's not the point. I was saying like subtitles on for me. Like,
okay, subtitles is an on for Bill.
I like it. It's an on.
Next one I have here: wearing ankle socks at training.
Not on, man.
Not on.
Especially props.
Personally, I think ankle socks at any point are not on. But Bill.
I'm wearing ankle socks, but I was in the physio.
A guy like Bill could get away with ankle socks. I think a guy like myself I don't back ankle socks.
Mate, some boys wear no socks.
Well, that's nice.
In boots as props. I think that's.
I used to wear no socks in my hockey skates, which is way more viable, I think, because there's like a hard casing around, you know.
Okay,
but rugby boots, no way, man. No way. I can barely get them off my feet with socks on. So I can't imagine sweaty feet stuck in. All right, next one. You're golfing. Are you having one mulligan around? On or not on?
Okay, on, because I think it's impossible not to have it on. Like, especially if you're out with a group of boys like that, and you know you're gonna you go and play a bit of crack. Like, you want to enjoy it. Like, I'm not going there to be too serious. If I'm gonna go be serious, I'll go and play with like proper serious people. But if I'm going out with like a group of solid mates all the time, and like, come on, you're playing well and you whack one away and they're like, yeah, you have mulligan.
Yeah,
like,
I agree.
Like, you got, come on.
I hate golfing with guys that are like, no, that's a stroke.
Shit. Mate,
fuck off, man. We're not in the PGA.
On,
like, what are we doing?
That's what I mean. If I was going against Tiger Woods, like, I'm pretty sure he'd give me a mulligan.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be giving him one.
Yeah, no chance, man.
No. All right, next one. Headphones on in the sheds pre-game. So, like, speakers going. Are you, like, headphones in or listen to speaker?
I would say, I like the speaker.
So off, not on.
Not on.
Headphones not on.
Not on. But like each to their own. Like obviously people need to get in their own shape of mind for the game, and like I back it up. But like if the speaker's there, I'm glad to sit there and listen to the speaker. Like, but I think as I got a little bit older, I don't actually care about headphones or music. But if the speaker's on, I like the speaker. I think it brings a bit more vibe. Like, but then I understand people's like want to getting into their own shemfa. So I would say on.
Okay, next one. Room temperature water.
I prefer cold, so no.
Not on.
Not on.
Really?
Yeah.
I can get around with room temperature water.
Oh, drink it. Like, no
remember
problem.
yesterday we were walking through Cascais and I was like, man, how good would like a lukewarm water be?
Yeah. Yeah, you did say that.
I just didn't want cold water, and I obviously didn't want hot water, but just like something in the middle, man.
The fact that you just said I obviously didn't want hot water is crazy.
Well, I don't know. It's not cold. All right. Here's one for you. Brushing your teeth in an airplane bathroom after a long flight before you get off, like
on.
Always
on.
I'd say anything over 4 hours.
Yeah, 4 hours. Yeah, every time I flew to Canada, like sound of Dr. Gillis, yeah, put me in my spot. But they give me a little toothbrush and toothpaste.
Yeah,
mate, and it was a Colgate one.
Yeah, class.
Also,
it's just like when you get off that plane, you want to get out as soon as possible. You don't want to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, I don't. And like obviously you want to get a shower or something straight away. But like no, I would gladly like brush my teeth back.
Okay, I got 3 more for you, Bill.
3? Jeez,
three more.
Okay.
This one, Lion King the movie.
On.
Love it.
On.
I'm with you on that one, Bill.
Anyone that says different, no. I can quote so many movies. Like,
and the new Mufasa one as well.
Oh, Mufasa.
I love it.
Yeah.
We watched it like, what, 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago.
Unreal.
Quality. Like,
I
can't believe someone would say not on to that.
Okay. Low power mode on your phone, no matter the battery percentage.
Not on.
You're not keeping it on?
Mate, low power mode, like, that's just it's useless.
So you never turn it on?
Never.
Even when you get the notification?
No. Other people turn it on for me. I'm like, why? It doesn't make a difference.
Fair enough.
Like, it's low power, like, it's going to die anyway. Like, if I'm down at 20%, like what low power mode is going to save it? Yeah. No, it actually doesn't.
So, Steve Jobs.
Yeah.
No, I don't know what you were thinking about.
Honestly, it's a useless button. Yeah. Like, and I'm not big on my phone. Like, I'm not. So, like, I'll charge it 100%. And like when it dies at the end of the day, that's it. Like, you know, then I'll charge it in. Like, I'm not.
Yeah. Okay. Last one. Pissing in the shower. You can be honest with me. I know you're my roommate. And
nah.
Not on.
I think in change rooms, it's not on. Like, that's just not on. But like if you're at home, maybe.
Okay. Well, you might be unhappy to hear this, but I am completely for that. You save so much money on water.
No, actually, I like if I'm on.
Yeah, man. As long as you like give your feet a little rinse after, it's sweet.
Or just don't pee on your feet, like.
Yeah, but like our drain gets clogged every once in a while, you know. Like sometimes a bit of water residue in the bottom.
Okay, aim.
It's a bit gross. Aim, yeah, but if the drain's clogged and you're aiming, like.
Oh God, man! Don't forget this goes. This goes live.
That's fine. We clean our drain. It just
true.
Everyone's drains get clogged, you know. You just got to clean it every once in a while.
Mate, it's our clean. In fairness, for 2 boys, we actually keep this place pretty clean.
Yeah, man. I was saying that to Oz earlier. I was like, it's so nice. Like I've lived in some disgusting houses, man. Disgusting. And I said to him, I was like, it's so nice. Like obviously, it's a small enough apartment that you kind of have to keep it clean, or else it feels really gross. But we do.
No, we actually like. It is like sometimes we forget to do a few, but like we'll leave them. We're like we are clean.
Thing is, if you leave this place like 4 days, it's so small that like dust everywhere, and there's just shit everywhere, and it just clutters up so fast.
So that's why we are. And like I've OCD a little bit as well. Like,
big time.
Yeah, I know. I have a little bit of that. But
like, all right, that's our first segment of on or not on.
Not bad.
I think it was pretty good.
Not bad.
Bill has some pretty interesting opinions, I think, and I'm excited. Those were honestly kind of tough to come up with those. I think hopefully it'll come easier for the next few.
Yeah.
We'll try to make them like kind of specific to the guest.
Yeah.
So that it's a bit more entertaining.
More entertaining, more detail. And then for our next segment, it's called Conversation Street.
Oh, Conversation Street.
Conversation Street.
This is new to me. I never heard about this segment, so I'm excited. I'm excited for it.
Oh, okay. Well, I couldn't make it up. I was watching the Grand Tour, and then Richard Hammond gave me a great idea. It's like Conversation Street. It makes sense to have a little Conversation Street. And my topic is going to be, because we're obviously on a bit of a rugby channel, is your first season actually down in Oz.
Yeah.
So obviously I've talked to you and I got to know a little bit about it. And then the question is like, it's your first year going abroad, especially to a top tier country like that, shoot shield, and you're excited and you're raring to get in. You're like, you don't know what you're going to expect as well. And like, fortunately, your team didn't have the best season.
Yeah.
They lost a lot of games, like all of them, I'm pretty sure.
No, not all of them.
Like
Most of them.
yeah,
I think we went 15 for no. We lost 13 from 18, so we won 5 games.
okay, 1-5. So not a great,
No,
great.
finished second last in the standings.
Okay, so there you go. So like, but how do you deal with the fact that like you're going there and you want to be in a team, like you don't really know the team or what's going on, and then unfortunately that's the way the season went for you. So it's just like, did you struggle with like wanting to keep going, or like, not that, were you struggling with the losses, or were you still just like so excited to play at such a high level that you didn't really mind? I know like it's a team sport and like you want to win as a team, but you also got to get your individual performances out of it, and you got to get your individual like goals that you set, like everyone does that. So it's just like, what was it like to deal with all those losses, and like on the field and off the field, like, because it is different, like when you're not in a winning team, in a winning environment, like how do you keep positive, keep going, so
Yeah,
it's like, how did you feel like your first season abroad, and like it didn't go the way you wanted, I say, as in the team environment? So
yeah. I think it was definitely tough. Like I think we lost the first game and then won the second game. So it was like beginning of the season. I was like, okay, like we're good. We're gonna be right in the mix of things. And then it was kind of like, I think we went another 6 or 7 weeks without winning. And like yeah, it's tough losing every weekend. But luckily I played for Southern Districts, which is an unbelievable club, and it's got a great rugby culture and a great
environment.
um, great environment. Yeah, heaps of old boys around, like helping out and stuff. Great group of local lads that have been there their whole lives. So like, really have the sense of pride for it, and it really rubbed off onto you quickly. So it wasn't really a struggle trying to get up for it every week. You know what I mean? Like you'd lose on the weekend, but you'd show up on Tuesday for training, and everyone was like roaring and like ready to go and wanting to get better and wanting to win. And we weren't getting pumped. Like we lost a couple games pretty handily, but like for the most part we were competing, and it was just couldn't finish the job. So in that aspect, it wasn't necessarily difficult to want to keep going. But yeah, obviously it sucks losing. Obviously you go into this, like, you take this risk, you take this new opportunity, and you don't know what to expect, and you kind of just expect things to go your way.
Mm-hmm.
And I think honestly, for my character development and my development as a rugby player, it's really good. Like the mental resilience side of it, and same with all those blokes that played with me last year. Like, there was guys that fell off along the year. Like they were just sick of losing, and they were like, "Nope, fuck it, like I'm
Yeah.
done." But there was like a core group of us that stayed together the whole year, and we actually ended up finishing the season on 3 back-to-back wins, and we had like beat Gordon, who was fighting for
Later.
6th place in a playoff spot. We beat them out. Didn't mean anything to us, but like, man, winning that game felt so good. It was like, okay, we've accomplished this. Like, we've just made them lose their playoff spot. And then it was like, beat 2 Blues who had like pumped us before, and
Yeah.
then finished the season against
Yeah, you
no,
beat
we
my.
finished the season against the 2 Blues. So we beat Gordon, West Harbor, who was the other like bottom of this table, and then Parramatta 2 Blues, which was like, they're a good squad. And man, like, when I tell you, the game meant literally nothing, the last game, and we won on the last play, and it was like the best feeling of my life, man. Like, best feeling of my life. I remember it so vividly. They had kicked the penalty, went up by 1. We had kicked, like, pumped it deep, like all into their try zone, and like the whole pack, and I think our fullback Isaac Nepkins like rushed them so hard, got them on like their 1 meter line. They had like carried, we pushed them back over the line. Ended up getting
Like
a
5 minutes ago.
Yeah, ended up getting a scrum, got the scrum penalty into the corner, mauled, and then it was like a full team try. It was so nice, like maul, played off the back, nice pull ball, cross kick, and my roommate Mark Blasky touched it down in the corner, man. And like, it was probably, I don't know, 85 minutes. Like, it was so good, and the place just went nuts. And it's like, yeah, it was an unbelievable feeling. So I think regardless of the success we had all season, I would say we finished on such a high note that it honestly made me forget about like
Yeah.
the kind of poor experiences that we had.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think it's important to have seasons like that.
Yeah.
And
So if you were telling like young Canadians out there now, because like, because as you're seeing, like a lot of Canadians are moving
yeah,
abroad, and they need to go abroad.
mm,
So like, what would you give them as best advice? Is like, going to a place that's so unknown, would you say like they just need to immerse themselves and like not give up, like try and get the most out of it they can, even if they're winning, losing, drawing? Like what would you say like as your first time going abroad at a high level and like it
Yeah,
didn't go the way you wanted?
I would say like you're only gonna take out of it what you're willing to put into it. So kind of regardless of the results, if you're still trying your best and showing up every training and trying to get better and trying to figure out what it is that's going wrong with the game, like there's no harm in that. You know what I mean? Like it's only gonna benefit you and it's only gonna benefit your team. So just whatever you do, like especially as Canadians, we're not quitters. So like don't give up on it. Um, man, like I was sad to see the boys that just kind of left. You know, like you these guys played so hard for like 3 games and like wanted it, and then you can just tell that they might have been a little bit like weaker mentally, and they couldn't stick it out, and they were like, "Nah, fuck this, like I'm done."
Yeah.
And it's sad. It's sad to see, but it's so rewarding to see that group of guys that stayed together till that final game and like ended up winning 3 on the trot at the end. It was so unbelievable. So yeah, I would say just stick in it, stay in it. That's one of my favorite things to say. I'll literally just randomly text all my buddies and just be like, "Stay in it, man," because like sometimes you need that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, you do.
it's so easy to just kind of forget about it, forget why you're doing it, and like forget why you love it. And it's just like, no, man.
That's because you're changing. Like
stay in it.
we're still at that level of like we haven't really made it. Like we've made it at this level, but like we're not in the Premiership. We're not in like obviously we're not in the top 14, top 14, etc., etc. But like you still got to push for no matter what. Even at this level, you're still gonna want it more and more and want to keep pushing, chasing the dream. Like that's what we're doing at this level. Like we're here chasing a dream. We're chasing the ball around the field. So yeah, that's what I would say. That was a nice little conversation.
Yeah, nice. That's a good conversation, treat. And then is the way it works. Then I will further ask you a question,
Yeah,
and we just converse.
yeah.
Nice. That's good. Would have been good to let me know before the podcast that we were doing
I
conversation.
actually did. I walked in. And I was like, new segment. We have 2.
You never said the word conversation street to me.
I'm pretty sure I did, but I do tend to do that. Like, forget to.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't have one, it's fine.
No, I can. Mate, I'm a podcaster. You don't think I can come up with one?
Podcast.
This is my third or second episode. Third because we had to delete the.
It's crazy that we actually made a 57-minute one and just deleted it. It was so bad, and the feedback and the criticism we got was.
It was not loving anyway.
It wasn't loving, but like you got to deal with a bit of criticism and feedback. Like everyone always has those. So like,
yeah,
you can either accept it or just learn from it. Like so.
Yeah. All right, Bill. This one might hit you pretty deep.
All right, go on. I'm stealing the ball.
You go to Halifax, few summers, right?
Yeah.
Come in.
5 summers.
Elliot Ryan, our superstar, comes in, saves the day, wins the provincial championship for Nova Scotia, wins the Coast to Coast Cup for the Privateers. In the middle of those two things, we were in a Coast to Coast Cup final. Yeah. I think it was the Privateers at that time? Yeah, it was the Privateers at that time versus the Arrows Academy.
Or the Atlantic Select.
Billy starts the game, plays unbelievable. About, I'd say 20 minutes left in the game, hammy goes or something goes, comes off the field.
Yeah.
Gets put back on the field with 5 minutes left, pushes our scrum half to the wing. We're down by 1 point, was it?
Yeah, 1 point.
1 point.
I know the exact moment.
Our fly half, Jamin Hodgkins, our fullback, in the slot, ready to take a drop goal. Billy passes in the ball. Absolute shocker of a pass.
Terrible.
And the drop goal, it's going to come here. Can Jamin Hodgkins win it? Not a good. Not long pass.
What was going through your mind after that, Bill?
I was just like, I think, like, I'm really not one to like get bogged down or like blame. Like, it's so easy. I could easily just turn around and be like, yeah, that was Jamin's fault. He was sitting so deep. What was he doing?
You hear that, Jamin?
Why were you so deep, man? I think that's just like so easy to do that. Like, and I'm very confident on this, and I'm very I'll make mistakes. I'm like, I don't care about making mistakes. I think you can notice that. Like, I will try and whatever.
Yeah, sorry. I wasn't trying to blame you, but
no. But in that moment,
it's long enough now. We can laugh about it.
I still laugh at it to the days because even Gillis and all the boys just like, yeah, that like in fairness, if we had won that first Atlantic, we were Atlantic Selects then.
That was the last year. Yeah. Last year.
If we had won it, that would have been phenomenal.
Like,
the first year doing it, especially. I think honestly, in that moment, I was more let down for the whole team and Gillis, but also it was just like that's rugby. Like I know. I know it meant more to you guys than me in another way, especially because it's the Toronto Arrows and like all you boys want to go and play in there at that time because they were the only MLR and I felt more bad because of that.
Yeah,
it wasn't like, it was more bad towards that and Gillis. So I was like, wasn't too confused. I was like, fuck, like I fucked up.
Yeah.
I accepted it that I messed up and like I haven't actually really experienced many of those moments and like that was fully my fault. Just the pass and I could have think back to it like I don't know why we broke off the scrum. We could have just even picked and go. We would have got a penalty or we could have just let the boys scrum it. But like these are the things that I love to learn by. Like I haven't done a mistake like that again where I know if the 10 slots back in the pocket I'm gonna nail that pass every time. So like I know for a fact that Jamin is still going on about that. Still going on about that, man.
He's telling the boys in Manly like, oh man, play with this scrum half.
But
threw me this shit bad.
Like buddy, let it go, buddy. Like I'm taking full responsibility. It was me. That was a big moment though. I would definitely say because like I was over there to do a job and to help, and like we just beat the BC Bears, BC Bears, and like we pumped them. Like the boys were on fire. Like what a day, what an atmosphere. Like Martin Lewis even on the side of the road or side of the tent with the beers going, and all the local boys were there. And it was a fantastic experience. So like it was great winning there, and then like to go into Halifax and beat them in, or like nearly beat them in the stadium was like that sort of element. I just felt really, really bad about it. But then like if you're gonna hold on to every single mistake you do, man, like you're not gonna grow or you're not gonna move on. So like, I was so gutted, especially for you, like boys that I really, really enjoyed playing with, and I loved playing with, and that didn't get many opportunities to be on the selects anymore. So that was their moment, and we could have won the anchor, the famous anchor. So like, it was tough to deal with, especially like we went on a night out afterwards, and like everyone was like, oh, the classic, like, oh, woulda, shoulda, woulda, coulda, like. And like a few boys were just like encouraging and stuff. A few was like, "Oh, thank you for the opportunity for like even getting us there, etc., etc." So that was nice. Like there were some comforts, but then most of the time it's slagging. Like, and you gotta take the slagging. Like you gotta accept. 100%. Like it fully was my fault, and that moment always lives on. I think a few boys still bring it up or whatever.
It will never be forgotten.
I don't think it will ever be forgotten.
Lucky it was such a good group of boys though. Like there's actually no proper haters on that team that would like hold a grudge against you.
No, maybe Jamin. Let it go, kid. Let it go.
It was okay though because it was supposed to be Bill's last year. That year he was okay. This is it. I'm gonna end on a win. Went home. Next Coast Cup. Guess who fucking rocks up?
Yeah,
Elliot
Ryan.
Ryan.
Back and surprised the boys. That's because Gillis convinced me, and they're such a good crew out there. I couldn't on, especially Martin, like Martin, Derby, Gillis. I always forget his name. I don't forget his name. Austin. Not Austin.
Camo.
Yeah.
Austin Camo.
Austin Camo. Sorry, Austin. Forrest. Cudmore. Sheldon Cudmore, not Jamie Cudmore.
Jamie too.
Yeah. Well, we beat Jamie, so he wasn't like that one either. But yeah, they were such a good crew and like all the boys and I've known you over the years, so like it did like it's not such a fight to not want to go back. It's such a like
okay, yeah, sure.
You know, like
and you came back and we won, which was unreal.
Yeah, it was like came back and but at that time like a lot more of you had way progressed. Like you didn't really need a foreigner in.
There was
anymore.
A good few of us that had gone to the Pride before the year before.
Like a lot of yous went and yous were bringing back that talent anyway, and like we were in already a solid position. Like I was more confident with the boys. Like you didn't really need me. Like truthfully, you didn't really need me. You would have got over the line eventually against them, but it was like nice to come back and like help anyway and finally get.
I remember like the whole week you were like, no, I'm not playing. You were like coaching. You're like, no, not playing. As soon as we got in the shed, it's like, all right, give me a jersey. All right, I'll play.
It's kind of hard seeing all these like suit up. I know it's gonna be so fun playing with you. Yeah, because it is. It's great,
such good fun.
Yeah,
man. You remember after that game when we had like stayed and watched the then bronze medal game.
Yeah, we played we watched the bronze.
Then we went out, and I remember Nate Cameron at the time was underage, and we had all gone out to the bar or whatever. And every time we'd like go from one bar to another, we'd call him and make him drive back in from his house. He lived like I think 20 minutes from downtown. And he'd drive back in with the anchor so we could like hold it up for a few minutes on the street, give it back to him. We'd go into the next bar. He'd go home. we'd go to switch it. Nate, like, you got to bring it back. And he was so good for it, man. He was just back and forth.
That's crazy.
I think
man.
anyway. Maybe I'm absolutely out to lunch, and he just stayed down there. But I'm pretty sure he was going back and forth with it. For some reason, they would let us into the bar with some big rusty.
It was
sharp
massive
yeah.
as well.
It was probably like, I'd say 20 kgs. Like,
yeah, it was solid. Like,
yeah, it's a big
proper anchor. It's one of the coolest trophies I've actually held.
It's class.
Seen. Like,
doesn't say anything on it. Just literally just a rusty anchor.
You know, yeah.
So good.
The funniest is like the very first time they introduced the Coast to Coast Cup that you just see Gillis dragging along the snow. Big anchor. Like, all right, Gillis, like good idea. But yeah, I would definitely say from that moment, like it was such a learning moment. Like we were so on the high, and everyone knew we were gonna win it. Like we got it, and like we were set, and everyone in the stadium could predict. Okay, the drop kick's coming. Like Jamin is a fantastic goal kicker, and he is a fantastic kicker. And everyone could predict that, and I was in, and like I don't know, just
slip of the finger, man.
Slip of the finger,
and it was being too deep.
Yeah, but no, it was my fault, and like it is a salty moment, I would say. But the fact that we won it the year after, like, kind of fixed the whole moment.
We can forget about it, Billy.
Kind of, yeah. Some boys. No, you just brought it up now. So
that was pretty poor for me to bring that up. To be fair, I don't know why I went there, but
honestly, but it's a good question.
It's a good topic because those type of moments are important. I feel like I've got pumped in a good few scrums, and I came up from it, and I was like, okay, I know.
Especially because like the caliber, like the level I've been playing at and stuff, like you expect me to nail those situations, nail those.
It almost
moments.
puts. Like, it's obviously more casual rugby, but it almost puts more pressure on you.
Yeah.
Because you come in and everyone expects so much from you.
Yeah. Exactly.
Totally
and like to let everyone down that moment, it was such a gut hitter. And like, fuck, like, and I'm such a cocky shit sometimes. Like, and I usually I back myself all the time. Like, that was such a humbler moment, I would say. And like, yeah, but at least like the following year was fantastic.
You live and you learn.
Yeah, and I did learn from it. Like, I won't be throwing the ball to James Hoskin. I'm joking, man. Nah, but it was my fault. It was such a learning moment, and
I think he went pretty well in his first game with Manly. You see that video of him? It was like first game in, already throwing league passes. It was actually a nice pass, to be fair.
He's good.
Yeah,
he's solid.
Yeah, hopefully he goes well down there. I think it'll be good for him.
Hopefully he'll, he can, as he said, like just throw himself in and put in as much effort as he can to come back and like hopefully grow as a person as well, being abroad. And
I was listening to, he was on a podcast with James Alder, like I think it was like 2 months ago, and he had said that exact same thing about like myself and him, like, and other boys that have gone abroad, like how important it is to bring it home. And like, man, I live and die on that hill. I think it's so important. Like Matcham, for example, right now is coaching like a under-19s Nova Scotia team in Ireland. Like, he wasn't necessarily abroad, but he played a year of professional rugby in New Orleans. Like, for him to show these kids show them the ropes and kind of bring his knowledge and bring his skill is so important, man.
Yeah.
Like, love that from him.
I think that you do have a responsibility to do that and like bring them back as much as you can and like do it for your country and like help them out, because like it's so hard, like kind of it's like so hard to like help. So when you have all these opportunities and you have good class players around the world, like, so you do have a responsibility to bring back, and a lot of you do it. Like, you love doing it. Like, so it's good to see.
Sorry, not to go back to the shit pass to the drop goal. You said you've never made another one of those mistakes.
Yeah.
Today in training.
Oh,
today in training, we were having a bit of a rough day, so we came together, we reset, took some deep breaths. First launch after, great couple phases, pull out the back, hits Billy. All Billy's got to do, open 2-on-1, him and the winger, straight on the ground. What went through your mind today, Billy, when that happened?
I was just like, like, you see my reaction. I didn't really, I didn't care. Like, I think obviously you have to nail them in practices. Like, the way I practice is different. Like, I just came in, I was messing around on the sideline.
You were out of position too.
Nah, that's an excuse. I wasn't, like, I've played 15. I know, like, it's a catch pass. Positions does not matter on a 2v1. I don't care what anyone says. It's a 2v1 or there's no pressure on you. Like,
it was just so funny because it was like, okay, we fully reset, took our deep breaths. Everything was like ticking and booming and perfect pull out the back. Billy.
Straight to the ground.
Jump, Billy!
But I don't make many moments like
No,
that.
I know.
I never mess up that many moments. And the boys seen me do that, and every single one of them just started celebrating.
I'm just taking the piss.
But it's funny to see. But I love that. Like the boys, you were all taking the piss out of me. It was great. Even like wee, like Chico was all laughing at me. Like so. But I don't know. I think. But then the second time I got the chance to do it again, I didn't mess it up. So like that's what I'm saying. You live and learn. Like if I did it
100%.
twice in a row, like getting off the field.
Yeah.
But you're such a little shit bringing that up. That's not what he meant. Like
that is what I meant.
It's just picking me out. Man.
Sorry, I've been slagging you for a while, man. You go with me. It's good. You can have a go at me.
There's nothing to go at. I barely see you. Like I'm running around all the time. Like you're just in the pods. Like oh no, actually that's not true. Without a doubt, Miller is the most clumsiest man you'll ever be. Okay. Great getting around the field. Great hands, all right, but just can't find his feet. Like, do you want to tell the guys that what happened to you 3 weeks ago that you fell over a band?
Sure, it's a very valid reason to roll your ankle.
He tripped over a band.
Okay, we're doing a drill. Band around my body. You like take a few steps, drop to the ground. Whoever's holding the band drops the band on the ground. And it's like a strong band. It's not a little band. Like I wasn't messing around with no like little half-inch band. Drops the band, you pick up the ball, and you got to step a bag. I pick up the ball, go to run, get it. The band caught on my left foot, so I try to like adjust myself and kick it off my left foot to keep running. End up like rolling all my body weight over my ankle. And yes, I was out for 2 weeks because of it. But like
2 weeks of just complaining.
It was a proper sore ankle. Like
but you fell over a band, man.
I know it's embarrassing, man. I just forgot how to run that day. I guess.
I feel like that type of injury, you just gotta suck it up and get on.
You can't live and learn from that, man.
Yeah, you can. Like
I guess, but
and then that's a lie because then today in training we're doing a drill. The 10 hits him, he falls over. The slowest fat man falling ever.
That was because Isaac didn't come at me at all. I was going at pace.
Man, he just clattered off the floor.
Oh, the one. Okay, well, that was the shit pass. I literally like had to dive for the pass.
Another time, man.
Anyway, okay, let's stop slagging each other, man. We do love each other.
But back to the like that's from a scrum half to a 10. I've never done that mistake again.
Okay.
We're like, Billy threw the ball on the ground. Like, I didn't really mean it. Was just,
I know.
My hands were just.
Happens. It happens.
My hands weren't working.
Just, we do say goodnight to each other every night. Like, we do love each other. We're not.
We
do slag each other too, though. Like, I think,
that's actually another good topic as well. I think roommating is like a huge thing, especially when
100%.
you're. So, if you do get caught in a position to be with a bad roommate, luckily I've never been in that position, and I hope not to be, but I've never experienced it. But I've been very fortunate and lucky, and like having Miller as my roommate, like, is just been wonderful. Actually, bit of crack, like bring a lot of happiness.
Thanks, Billy.
It is been a bit of crack. Like we get on really well, and like we're stupid.
Same goes to you, man. You keep me on my toes at all times.
I know, eh?
Yeah, I never know what to expect with you. It is true though, man. But it's so hard to, if you do get put in a position with a bad roommate, to kind of like try and forget about. Like it's hard to go from if a person's just a shitty person, like it's hard to go get around that. You know what I mean? Like you can't change them. They've came into whatever your living accommodation is. You have to live with them for the time being. Like especially in a rugby situation like this. Like if you've just lived with a random person, you can move out. But like
it's different now.
It's different. You can't. It's hard to just go and ask for someone who's sorted you an accommodation. Okay, no, I want another one. You know. What I mean? So I guess you kind of just got to try your best to find your similarities and try to get along with them, because it's going to be like really hard on your mentals if you're just sitting in your room all the time and not conversing and not having a bit of crack.
Could you imagine we'd like just staying in our rooms?
I'd hate that.
Like we never do that. Like we're lucky as well. Like we click and we get on, but it is a huge help because like you don't realize how much you're actually home as well. Like we are home a good bit of the day because
majority of
the day. Like that's how our job goes. Like, and I love movies and stuff. And Miller hates movies and stuff. So
but we still watch them.
We still watch them. Like so, it's like. And if I put on a movie, he likes it, It's like, I like that, Like, so
I think I like movies. I just never really have put in the effort to find maybe my genre that I really enjoy, or like a certain actor that I really enjoy. Whereas you have more knowledge around the movie world. So like you giving me, same with my older roommate Mark, man. Like you two both just like giving me these certain series or these certain genres, and I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, no, I am interested in this. I've just never actually been a guy to sit down and be like, oh, I want to watch this like six movie series. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, true. Like you're not
like Star Wars. Don't even get me started, man. Like, we'll never watch Star Wars, and I know so many people will
That's
bash me
crazy,
for that,
man,
but
yeah.
like, I just can't be bothered. You know?
like you gotta watch Star Wars, you gotta watch Lord of the Rings, and you gotta
Yeah.
watch Harry
no,
Potter.
Lord of the Rings, no. Star Wars, no. Harry Potter, I've watched. Can
Indiana
kind of get
Jones?
around. Indiana Jones, no. No, I don't think
I feel
so.
like it's a little bit older, but you can get away with it.
Yeah.
So it's all right.
But no, I don't know. I don't like it because, like, obviously,
Like,
there's
in
so
fairness-
many great movies, and I love a great movie, but I've just have always had this mindset that there's better things to do than sit down and watch a movie. But at the same time, I'm happy to sit here and scroll on my phone for 2 hours, which is like,
that's the thing as well. When I started rooming, Miller is more active on that. We bought a 1.5K jigsaw. Like, in Miller
should
likes
we
to
talk
do.
about the puzzle?
Yeah, we are. Like, you got to find elements. Like, Miller likes doing more those little
Hands-on things.
hands-on things.
It's
Whereas,
undiagnosed ADHD is what it is.
yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
But like, whereas I like to, when I get home, I like to just sit on the couch and watch a movie. Like, I like the movies or the series, or like, we love a good nap nowadays. But
Bit of cards.
yeah, cards. We're big on cards. Like,
Yeah.
so we're finding our feet as well as roommates on like what we like to do and like how we can actually bond together. And we do play cards together. We'll play some poker. Like, we even have the little golf set. Like,
The puzzle, definitely not
on.
Not bringing us together. Not on.
Yeah, definitely don't do a puzzle with Bill.
No.
No.
Should we give him a little input on the puzzle?
You go for the puzzle.
So we bought this puzzle, right? We went over to the mall. We were like, "Fuck, let's get a puzzle. Like, why not? You know, like, two blokes. We got so much time on our hands. We'll get a puzzle. We'll nail it out a couple days. Happy.
I was excited.
We were there. I was excited too, man, to be honest. And we got, to be fair, bought a 1,500 piece puzzle. Probably not the best thing to start on. And it was like, where even is it? It's like the mountain range and...
Man, it's a photo of Tuscany or in the mountain range.
And it's like this concrete old house with like mountains in the background and everything's the same color. And anyway, so yes, it's a hard puzzle, but we start this puzzle, me and Bill, and I'm like, okay, Bill, we've got to find the four corners and all the edge pieces. Edge pieces? What do you mean by edge pieces? It's like the pieces that go around the edge, Bill, like.
Yeah, the edge piece.
And he was like, oh, like we sat there for a while. He's like, I just can't understand what you mean by edge pieces. I pointed to the piece and I was like, okay, what's that? And he was like, that's a hole, like the little hole on a puzzle piece. And I was like, okay, what's that? And he was like, I don't know, a bump. It's like, okay, if there's no holes or bumps on at least one edge of the piece, put it in this pile. And he was like, man, can I just look for the blue pieces? I was like, yeah, you just find the blue pieces. Anyway, we finally got the edges done, did a bit more, probably, I don't know, not even a quarter of it, but it sat on our table for 3 weeks. And to be fair, we left for like 10 days in between.
We were on holidays.
But man, by the end, it was just covered in dust. And we were like, hey, let's just get our kitchen table back. So
yeah, that's the thing we learned, like, not to do a puzzle together.
pretty disappointed in myself, honestly, because like I've never been a guy to quit before a job was finished. And but man, it wasn't a job that had to be done. You know what I mean?
so
And sometimes
we live and learn on that one.
that one you can live and learn on.
Yeah.
Maybe a 600 piecer would have been the better option there.
Yeah,
And maybe like, I don't know, like some hot air balloons or something rather than a mountain range in Tuscany.
or 500 one, you know, keep it simple, man.
Fuck, man.
I can barely do my little nieces once. Like, whips at 1.5. Yeah.
No, but I definitely think like doing that type of stuff is important when you're not, say, for us, we don't have a lot of, I don't know how to say this without sounding like a dumbass, but like we don't do a lot of things that take brain power. You know what I mean?
Yeah, not a lot of.
As you can tell by the way we speak, like
Yeah.
cognitive function. There we
Yeah,
go. That's good. That's good. But like honestly, like I have this has all my rugby notes in it, and that would be like the only thing I would write. You know,
Yeah.
for the last like 3 years, that's all I've written, and it's like I
just
don't have
know
to
loads
write
of-
anything
yeah.
else. So like literally just this week, I've started doing some journal entries because I was like, man, I need to like.
Use
What if I
the brain.
forget how to write? You know,
Yeah,
like, I can't
the
do that.
pens and stuff. So
I was writing, pens and stuff. yeah, pens and stuff.
There you go, cognitive function.
But honestly, man, I wrote like 2 pages in my journal last night in my hand. I was sitting here and I was like, fuck. Just to write like 10-page papers, no problem.
Yeah, look over, it's just like this.
You should try to read it, man. It's horrible penmanship.
Yeah,
Like, but no, honestly, like that stuff's so important. Like
Yeah.
I have a book by my bed. I don't read it very often, but like when I read it, I feel so good, and I'm like, okay, I need to keep
I think
my
we
brain
have
working because
I know we're like pros and we have a lot of time on our hands, and we do need to find another element like to keep the brain active and stuff, which we have been a little bit lazy on that, and like, but we do try on in certain elements, like
try harder.
We could. But
I think I'm gonna. I think I'm now. I've kind of like flipped the switch. That me doing those journal entries. Okay, I'm dialing it. I'm gonna do another one after this.
Like, and that's what you do as housemates as well. Like, that's what I'm saying about good hands. We are trying to push each other on other stuff.
Yeah.
And like, I'm tough on you in the gym. Like,
I know. I know.
So yeah. But that's another episode of Conversation Street on Housemates.
That's Conversation Street.
That's Conversation.
Yeah. Wouldn't the whole podcast just be Conversation Street though?
Pretty much is, but I just gave it a title.
Nice, I like it.
Yeah, well,
Conversation Street with Bill and Mill.
Yeah, I don't know what else have we got, but yeah. Next announcements is we'll have a few guests on in the next few weeks. We will have a Portuguese legend, I would say.
No names.
Keep
it a surprise.
Yeah, we will. Portuguese legend, hopefully coming on. We'll have two Kiwi legends coming on as well. Well, Portuguese legends, and one that dominates the on and off the field.
Yeah. According to him, anyway.
According to him. So hopefully we can get some of those boys that with their experiences, because they have a lot more than us as well. But we've got to play with those type of caliber of players, which is brilliant again. So we're looking at it and to listen to their stories and hear their experiences. So yeah, next couple of weeks are very exciting for Bill and Mill. We're gonna do our best because
that's all we're about, buddy.
Yeah,
you gotta try your best.
Yep. Life's not that serious.
It's just not, man.
Yeah,
not that serious. All right, we'll wrap it up there then.
That's it.
Sweet. That's episode 2 with Bill and Mill. Thanks for watching.
I'm Bill.
And I'm Mill.